Welcome to the Garage Gym Experiment podcast, where we dive deep into the home gym scene. Each week, we put out Sunday surveys where you tell us your thoughts on products, builds, and all things home gym related. We're here to break down the numbers and to talk shop. So thanks for listening, and let's get started. Hey, everyone, and welcome back to the Garage Gym Experiment podcast. We have a treat for you in this week's episode. I am not only joined by Jake, but I'm also joined by a few guys that are highly knowledgeable on the used marketplace, and they are Jay from My Free Home Gym, Rob from Vintage Weights PGH, and Ashton from Freedom Fitness Equipment. In the first episode, we'll chat about some survey results on the topic of shopping the used marketplace. And then in part two, we'll do a used marketplace roundtable with these guys. So with that, Jake, take it away.
Thank you, Adam. So as Adam mentioned, we did a survey specifically focused on used marketplace questions. So to start off, of the last 5 home gym purchases, how many have been from the used marketplace? So most have a small percentage here. 56 say 0, so no used market purchases. 16% vote 1 used marketplace. And then 20%, 21%, 2 or 3, and then 7% saying 4 or 5. So not too many, but about 44% have purchased at least 1 in the last 5. Rob, how many for you?
Probably, I would say almost all. I suppose I bought like a grip implement at some point.
So probably 4 or 5 though.
Yeah.
All right, next up, what's your favorite used marketplace platform? Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, OfferUp, or Let Go. This one was dominated by Facebook Marketplace with 81% of the votes. OfferUp beat out Craigslist with about 10%. Craigslist had 9%, and then Let Go had a little under 1%. I thought that was a pretty big discrepancy. Thought Let Go might have more an OfferUp for some reason. Any thoughts on this one?
I personally, this is Rob speaking. I think for me, OfferUp's really clunky. You have to message within it. It annoys me, but I have found things on it. I think this has to do with location somewhat, but I was, really interested in the results here. So it's curious to me because clearly, you have people answering from all over the country. So seeing Facebook dominate this, kind of curious to me, but here where I live in Pittsburgh, I find a lot on Craigslist. I do find some on Marketplace, but I'm on Craigslist a lot.
At least with me, with OfferUp, you have less people on it, so there's certainly less inventory, but I've had some big scores on there just because there's less competition. Facebook, you're getting nailed by every pro flipper, like immediately. So if you can stack up on an OfferUp when it's kind of under the radar, you can get some good deals on there.
Yeah, I think Facebook Marketplace, at least for me, is because we post a lot of our inventory there. It's the less murdery alternative to Craigslist.
That's a good way to put it. I always let my wife know, like, the address I'm going to for a pickup.
All right, moving on. 88% have bought or sold something from eBay. When asking, do you buy or sell more equipment on the used marketplace? Buy received more votes with 36% compared to 21% saying sell more. 13% say buy and sell about the same. And then about 29% say don't do either. You guys surprised by that one?
It's tough for me. I don't buy much on there. Right. You got to ship it. It costs a lot.
All right. What are you most likely to buy on the used market? We narrowed this down to weight plates, dumbbells, barbell, and a rack. Weight plates were the easy winner. I should say weight plates had about 3 out of the 5 votes. Dumbbells had about 29% of the votes. Barbell, 6%, and then also rack, 6%. As somebody who as guys that are on the used marketplace, would you also agree that weight plates are most likely the item you're looking for most?
Yeah, they also get snapped up real fast, especially if they're at $1 a pound.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only one that I'm a little bit surprised about is barbells. I mean, there's just not that many quality power racks or squat racks being sold. I mean, if you think about a home gym, you only have one usually, unless you're no wine cellar. So, there's just not that many. Whereas barbells, you might have a little bit more. So I thought Barbells would cut into it a little bit.
Yeah, I expected weight plates to be the winner, but not to dominate dumbbells by so much. Because I kind of see like people going after. Oh, I would have thought people would have gone after dumbbells and weight plates similarly, with like weight plates being like a little bit more. But 60 to 30 is a big difference.
At least to me, dumbbells, you kind of want a matching set, and you don't really want to just grab one. I mean, I probably bought 5 full sets of dumbbells on Marketplace over time, but it's a lot easier just to grab a set of plates or a couple plates that match than trying to get a whole set of dumbbells.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, I was actually going to say go the other way around with that. I personally was somebody who started out with just like some weight plates and dumbbells and was adding 1 or 2 sets at a time to begin with. And I didn't really care if it matched, but I feel like I was doing that to add more weight to the home gym. Whereas when you have a rack or a barbell, while you see a lot of people with multiple, you don't really need them as much as you need multiple weight plates or dumbbells. So that's why I think this went the way it did. Next up, have you ever flipped gym equipment for a profit? About 2/3 say no. About 1/3 say yes. I think everybody here would say yes. Second to last question is, how often do you check the used market for gym equipment? So either never, daily, weekly, or monthly. This answer was pretty spread out. Only 19% said they never check the used marketplace. 25% are on it daily. About 30% say weekly. And then another 26% say monthly. So pretty interesting that, we have a wide variety of people answering these survey questions, and over 80% are at least checking them somewhat often. And then lastly, before I ask for any other feedback, let's just do this last question. It is, would you say you've ever hit the used marketplace lottery? 33% say yes. 68% say no. And then we did ask, just in general, what is your experiences on the used marketplace for the Sunday survey discussion? We had I cropped out a few of the quicker lottery hits, I would say. So we have Jay at the top, 75 through 75 pound dumbbell set for $50. That was in the summer of 2020. Coach Melly bought a $5 flat bench. Turtle Strength, he got a 2K leg press for $20. He says
you gotta
angry
read the rest.
ex-wives.
I was going to say, for the listeners, you gotta read.
I was absolutely going to read the rest. Angry ex-wives have the best sales. And I was going to say there were a few comments that said wives selling off during the divorce. People have made some big scores.
That's how I got my biggest score as well.
Hands Fitness, 45 through 45 set. Really? We'll save that for the roundtable. Lastly, Dustin Swolber. I've gotten 1 full set of plates with a bar for free and another full set with bar for $100. Preacher curl rack for helping the guy move something out of his basement. So you see this a lot too. People get stuff for free for just helping them get it out of their home. So any other feedback on any of the last questions that I mentioned before we move on to the roundtable?
I am still looking for a Kabuki power bar. I was an idiot and sold it to get a couple other pieces of gym equipment, and I fully regret that. So if anybody sees one, let me know.
I wouldn't mind a Duffalo bar if you're finding a lot of Kabuki laying around somewhere out there.
I actually have seen the Kabuki Duffalo bar a couple of times, locally.
There's a guy in Virginia just won't let it go.
Yeah. I got my Cadillac for basically pennies.